lives his life by guided by voices. As we go up, we go down. But sometimes a talking head will tell you there's nothing left after being suicided other than burning down a house or a school. And I'll tell you what, Frankie Teardrop will also tell you that. Am I right? Justin Simra!
Yeah!
Getting down to business, let's fucking go. Justin! Books for sale! Justin's books for sale! Buy those books! Buy those.
Is anybody here not bought a book? I mean, I don't make.
I haven't.
Well, you want to.
Duh. Alright, open that lock. I'm gonna read from the book.
Nice. You're making me as a publisher happy.
You're welcome.
I'll read along. What page?
I haven't decided what one's I'm gonna read, so let's just.
Let's take together. Random.
Random. Okay, page 29.
As long as you read Ron Patchett for a minute, then I'm good.
Ron Patchett?
Yeah.
Alright.
At some point.
Jason, there are no page numbers.
There are at the bottom.
Every dream is a fire drill, and I'm a new fire extinguisher, assimilating nicely. And I miss a lot of things. Somewhere along in there, I think I miss you, samurai self-esteem. The belvedere moments of auto-affection. And I think someone just aimed a revolver at a raindrop, thinking about suicide. No. I'm really leaving this time. Cataloging references to dismantled dreams in old books, like it's the Ides of October. Sorry, I couldn't find synonyms for April is the coolest month. But you are a dreamboat, Anne, estranged. But I'm a last DC god. I made for TV special about Dexter, or high school athletes. Maybe my only source is what if Abraham Lincoln were a confessional poet. I am now the most miserable man living. If what I feel were equally distributed to the whole human family, there would not be one cheerful face on the earth. Whether I shall ever be better, I cannot tell. The absurdity is an affirmation, but the historical potential of a forest fire. We can meet again, near deciduous tree, pining to be coniferous, and maybe we can stay awake and say, I don't sleep anymore to each other. Or, fuck it, I'll stay. I'm taking a walk to dash myself against the petrous origins of love songs. There was a gallery of motives or motivations, leitmotifs for a Baedeker to the Alcatraz of his Parventuring elegy, to the runways and roadways toward an executioner's garden. A plastic flower still burns in my complicated hand, dear Anne. Poetry is the sexiest thing you can do with your clothes on. With all, I'm thinking of egrets, two birds that swim. In quiet rooms, young girls are writing poems to font, to fuck, to herald. It takes more heart than a house, she says, building the barricade. I am autobiography, text and context. Where the camera came from in South Dakota, I have no idea. Oh, arrogant flower, my arm is hacked off. Blood sprays everywhere. Alone, the words are unadorned. When Joseph says yeah, I just swoon, as if language, like glue, could piece together the gathered fragments. This weariness calls for a clientele of whiskey. If the heart were a lifeboat, if the lifeboat had a flotation device, if the flotation device had a 406 megahertz cross-pass set radio beacon, if a 406 megahertz cross-pass set radio beacon were the heartbeat of a parakeet, if the heartbeat of a parakeet were a lifeboat, I'd open an intensive care unit. Because every time I sit around in contemplation, I find I'm hospitalized. Hearing crocodile hearts are made from bygone boys' names, with just the faintest hint of solitude and beautiful horror it was. If early January's prayer sounded like Hallelujah, if Hallelujah sounded like a 1970s pilfering opiates from a pharmacy scenario, if 1970s pilfering opiates from a pharmacy scenario sounded like the acoustics in an opera house, if the acoustics in an opera house sounded like artless elegance, if artless elegance sounded like Hallelujah, I'd ask for another Her Late Majesty Queen Elizabeth the Queen Mother cocktail. Because when one's caught in the hidden camera within the cup of a tulip, one has to write with the cooperation available and the paramedics kit of inveterate intimations and the injury of imagery. Not as skilled as Wallace Stevens, I toy with the art. Perhaps it'll be me and you, sitting in old Baghdad, black cherry water, gin and laudanum, upstairs on a balcony irrigating our rooms, with printer's errors and fetch strips, syringes for the syringe, the vague white flower against stainless steel, nylon guitar strings and an insurance report on a circumstance destroyed by angels. This unstable modernity of ours, your favorite cocktail in last year's Ethan Allen furniture catalog. We are afield against the profile of a night enamored with hand grenades. Egregiously, we just fell in love, hard, reflecting a rage against dying light. Perhaps a soft pink kiss, hesitantly through the Lumiere, a bottle of Kentucky taken to this logical extreme. White phosphoruses, white flash, a Bryn Mawr bridge, with traditional bagpipes, an Indian summer landscape, I think, where an oriole juddering in a graffiti-strewn R16 New York City subway car in 1979. I and you, wild prayers staged for spring from a caduceus, a Scotland Yard porch song therein, similar brushstrokes, Chopin's harp in an urn full of brandy, howling. I can imagine, non-specificity, the 3-volume VelRo edition of Ebbe Beauregard, or A Walk in Normandy. Ron Padgett, a Pantone. Ron Padgett, Ron Padgett. Ron Padgett, 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 Ron Padgett.
You would love that.
Perfect. His inflection very little bit.
Yeah.
The terrorism of sentiment. Somewhat sabotage, bank heist cameras, ballroom aestheticism, banal dilettante, humming along to a hemorrhage. The Baroque aspects of a structure fire. Melancholy is only a psychophysiological particular, melodramatizing the Wilhelm scream of a provincial process. The simple pleasure of walking around with a bloody knife. Intuitively, there are more plaintive dreams for you to think about now. How appropriate, haltingly concise, the grainy images of conjecture, hesitation. We need the inscription of mystery to elude the autopsy of an MFA workshop. Watershed wit, such woodshed wistfulness, it's breathtakingly beautiful and prosaic. I'd scream, but the glass gal smile she gave me would give a false sentiment, and the alternate insight is too damnably infectious.